First up, Forza Horizon 6, coming out May 19, 2026. The game is set in Japan, marking its first time the series heads there, inspired by Japanese culture and car scenes. Features a massive open world, the largest map in Forza Horizon history, with Tokyo City alone reportedly 5 times larger than the previous Horizon cities in a huge variety of landscapes. 550 cars confirmed at launch, with vehicles like the 2025 GR GT prototype and 25 Toyota Land Cruiser. First gameplay showed dynamic events, track types, and exploration across urban and rural Japan. Players begin as a tourist who must qualify for the Horizon Festival before raising through ranks, adding in a progression twist compared to prior entries. The new estate system allows players to fully customize large plots of land, a blend of creativity and gameplay progression similar to other open world titles. Car meets returns and are extended with social features inspired by Japanese car culture. Other shared experiences include drag meets and Horizon Time attack circuits. Exploration and culture. The world encompasses varied driving experience, neon city lights, winding mountain passes, rural landscapes, and more, each capturing different facets of Japanese terrain and heritage. Culture integration extends into environments, events, customization, and environmental design.
Are you not entertained?
With all that said, Infamous, tell us, what did you think about this Forza Horizon 6 announcement being the first one out the bat?
Well, I'm gonna come out and just be blunt and honest. I just thought it was another Forza game. It was to me. I did not think it was anything special. I mean, if it wasn't for the fact that they said, "Oh, it's a new Horizon game" in Japan, it looked like Horizon 5 to me. They showed off some driving, they showed off some graphics. It looked nice, but it was just another Forza Horizon game. It's another piece of the cookie cutter that's getting propped out, handed to us, and it looks shiny. Now the cars at GTR, GT, whatever thing, that looks nice. Never seen it, never heard of it. I was a little impressed with a little more social aspect of it. Things like the car meets that they showed off. I was like, okay, because you do have hardcore racing / car fans. And I know the racing video game segment does not appeal to those demographic. And so GTA Online has kind of picked the slack up for a lot of that. I know in the early days and even now, the hardcore role playing people will do car meets, drag races, little stuff like that. So it seems like Xbox is like, hey, we're gonna hone more into these type of things, and in doing so, making sure, hey, this is for the car purists. Now, like I said, I'm not trying to hate on it. It just looks like a by the numbers Horizon game. But I played Horizon 5. I enjoyed it. You play, you do a few races, the festival aspect, the attitude of, hey, play as you want, do as much as you want, and move along. Hey, that's great. I wasn't also impressed by the number of cars. I believe they said 550. Yeah, that's the base game. That's what it ships with. So you can only expect and go higher up from there. Last I checked, I think each Horizon game gets like 2 expansions, more of a by the numbers esque one, an island or something, adds more vehicles, and then more of a kind of an arcade-ish one. I think 5 had the Hot Wheels and 4 had the Legos. So, it's like, oh, okay, well, what would they do? But it was interesting, kind of knew this was coming. They did something that I did enjoy too. Before the big Xbox acquisitions, you had 1 year of Forza Motorsport, another year of Forza Horizon. They have since kind of moved away from that. Forza Motorsport is now more of a platform, and it's been years since 5, and now you have this. So they're more attention to detail, more focus. I mean, it wasn't bad, I'm not trying to shit on it for any of the car enthusiasts out there. I'm just saying, hey, it was just another car game. Same thing I would say for another Gran Turismo. You play one of these, you've played majority all of them. They can just add on just more refined sculpt. But I look forward to it because they do have a in them by some way. I think it's like you and your partner can do the festivals together. Kind of what's that movie franchise we don't like?
Fast and Furious.
There we go. Yeah. More of a competition of like, oh, you scored this to hit these checkpoints, and
that was definitely a shot.
Yeah. Yeah. little friendly competition. I think that's how they do their co-op. There was no word whether I guess they'll do that with this one, but I'll assume so because Horizon is the more social, arcadey, have fun version on Forza, whereas Motorsport is the more simulation, tires and gears and tune-ups aspect. And then it comes out in May. That right there was the true thing that got me. It had a firm
Release date.
release date.
Yeah.
There was no, we'll let you know as the year goes on, or, a broad summer release date, kind of step parenting you. You don't know whether they're coming or going in a sense. So I was like, oh, okay. And then May is not too far from now. That's what, 5 months? I also want to let it be known. Remember this. Infamous talked about this. March or May. Those are the months that people were comfortable with putting their games out before GTA moved to the end of the year. So I'm sure this is another result of that. But I look forward to it. We can try it out. Now, this is my last bit. We know it's coming to PS5. We just don't know when. Horizon, for whatever reason, seems to be a franchise Xbox wants to keep to the chest. It comes out on Xbox and the PCs at launch, and PlayStation gets it later on. My guess is it will be another 6 months or to a year speculation. But I'm just curious why they choose to do it with this and not the Halos and everything else. But I like that card, but it's a racing game.
I think this is not coming to PlayStation all because PlayStation didn't pay Xbox for allowing them to have it on day one. I think PlayStation has been very selective about the games they take from Xbox from day one. And no one's going to tell me otherwise. They pay a fee for that. And I'm pretty sure it's a big fee. But so PlayStation was probably like, Horizon, yeah, we can get it when we get it. We don't need to rush that. So we're not going to pay that extra money. That's how I picture that meeting going. Yeah, I got to say, I'm going to be honest. I haven't really been into a racing game since Need for Speed Wanted. And yeah, I couldn't tell you if this stuff that they showed off is good or better or good for the series or better for the series, or if this is a return to play. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you. I don't know nothing about Horizon. Forza Horizon. Like, I get this one mixed up with the other game racing game Microsoft got. But it looks good. I will say that. It looks good. It looks pretty. I thought they pretty much went into this game enough at the Japan showcase. So when this was one of, they only announced 4 games in this developer direct. I was just like, we needed a whole 20 minutes on this game, but hey, whatever. I'm sure, hey, they making these games for somebody, so maybe this was a big deal for some people. I'm just not into racing games, especially if I have to do it on a controller. If I'm gonna do a racing game, I need a whole nerd set out. I need the steering wheel, I need the brake, I need the shifter, I'm
Are
gonna
you one
have
of
to.
those people?
I want to be one of those people. I don't want to play a racing game on the controller. Like, if I'm gonna be in it, I'm gonna be in it. And I've seen a lot of people with the setup. I just like, damn, if I play a racing game, that's the only way to do it. But shout out to Horizon 6. They came, they saw, they conquered, and they was the first out of the bat. So let us know how you feel. Is this Horizon 6 a correction in the franchise? Is this what you want it to be? They're really leaning into the Japan car culture and stuff. And I haven't even since that one Fast and the Furious Tokyo, like I kind of like forget, like, yeah, Japan got a whole car culture and a whole thing that they do over there. So this could be a really, really big deal because you can dive into some Japanese culture and car culture like that. Cause what, Horizons, don't they like switch countries every game? Ain't that a thing?
Yeah, so every Horizon game has a centralized theme of this locale, and they
Mm-hmm.
kind of do well into the culture or the driving
Mm.
scene around it. So that was another thing I missed. Thank you for bringing that up. Japan is very, very huge with their car culture, with the drifting, the
Mm-hmm.
tuners, all that. They had said they had some people come in and help assist with that. They talked on it a little bit. I would like to see how they go about that with mixing the overall hot vehicles people want and the specifics to the locale. You know what I'm saying? It'll be nice to see how they pull it off. But like I said, it's not a Horizon game. I think
Yep.
5 was Shit, I can't even remember. I ain't gonna lie to you. I think 4 was England, Britain, somewhere in Europe. I can't remember what the other one was. But every year, every time they do one, it is a grand spectacle. That's how they approach it. You know, you
Okay.
got
Yeah.
Microsoft money, which you should.
Yeah. Yeah. And hey, this is up for order today. And like my cousin said, May 19th is gonna be here in a blink of an eye. So if Forza games are for you, I'm sure you're salivating. You have a release date now. And from the looks of it, they giving a lot of cars at launch. So you got a lot of good shit to get through even at launch. You don't have to wait to be drip feed later. So good on them. Let us know in the comments below. Are you looking forward to this? Is this something you're picking up? And do you like these type of racing games and how they doing it with the open world kind of open-ish concept and all that? Because you can edit land and shit. I was kind of surprised by that. But anyway, let us know in the comments down below.
And that's it for this video of Are You Not Entertained podcast. Thanks for hanging out with us. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell so you'll never miss our next hot take. Until next time, Are You Not Entertained?